And as President Biden and Vice President Harris cap off their first year in office, the focus now shifts to what their administration can get done in year two.
Yeah, as we've been talking about all morning, the growing tensions in Ukraine and the state of the president's legislative agenda are just a couple of the immediate issues facing the administration as they seek to win back the approval of the American people.
NBC News political director and moderator of Meet the Press, Chuck Todd, joins us now from Atlanta. Chuck, good to have you with us. So let's talk about the president's domestic agenda. We heard him say yesterday that his signature Build Back Better plan may have to be split up in order to get through Congress. Do you think that'll work? And if so, will that be a victory, or is it going to feel like something less?
Well, it all depends on what it is and who you're talking to. Look, it was pretty clear to 6 months ago that this is what was going to have to happen with Build Back Better. And, you know, if we're going to backseat drive here, I think their entire process of trying to make a giant bill to do everything, fix the climate, child care, senior care, all these things, I think was bad politics because people didn't know what was in it. So if you break it up, and again, I don't know if it's too late to do this. I say this because we're in an election year, but I think there's about a 60-day window here before things really heat up on the election season. If they break it up and it's truly, let's say it's universal pre-K. Let's say that's really universal pre-K and other, maybe other benefits to cut child care costs. And you call this a child care bill, right? And you're actually addressing concerns that people have right now due to COVID and how, you know, they had to stay at home and watch their kids, or they didn't have that. Universal pre-K, something that many an academic expert has said will only help equalize opportunities for people of all on all class fronts and things like that. So if it's something like that, that can be looked at as a big accomplishment, and it actually meets voters where they are right now. And that's the key. He's got to meet voters where they are right now, not necessarily where he wants to be.
Yeah, and Chuck, we have these new numbers out today from NBC News polling, and it shows the president's approval rating sinking. 43% approve, 54% disapprove, which has just continued to go down. We also have some stats on kind of what you were just talking about, and a question that Savannah asked of the vice president about his willingness to compromise. What do you make of these numbers? Yeah. What stands out to you?
Well, when you take them all in totality and you actually hear what the president attempted to do yesterday at his press conference, he's lost his political identity that got him both the nomination and the presidency, right? What got him the nomination? He seemed electable. He seemed experienced. And he wasn't, you know, he wasn't as far left as Bernie Sanders, something he used his press conference to remind people of yesterday. But he was seen as somebody who was pragmatic, you know, who would do what's possible, not what's impossible. And a year in, he's been focused on a lot of the impossible, and he's not focused on trying to cut deals. About the only one he did was the bipartisan infrastructure bill, and that is a very popular piece of legislation. So I do think that what our poll shows, and I think what the reality they're facing is the guy that was successful in 2020 is the guy they need to get back in front of voters again in 2022 if they want to rescue the political side of this presidency.
Chuck, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We know you're kicking off your Meet the Midterms project from Georgia, which is a critical swing state in this year's election. So we look forward to more of your reporting from the road. Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.